Oh, Coach Frye, we're getting ready for the Gamecock opener. Give me some, tidbits and what you're looking forward to for the first meet of 2021.
So excited about the opportunity to open a season. It's been really difficult on our students, and I'm so proud of them and proud of all the ones that are able to come to our meet. COVID has taken an impact on us, and our kids have gone through some tough times, and they've had to wear masks, and they've had teammates that have put them in quarantine, and we've had them that have come down with this dreadful pandemic. And we've lost family members. We've had the difficulties that have gone with every campus and every one of our students. And then we've got regulations and guidelines, and so it's and then we've had team meetings where we hadn't been able to be face to face, so that we like tonight our team is going to be on a Zoom meeting, which all those things are things that we have to prepare for this meet. So they're ready and anxious and excited, and my staff is also, and we're praying that we're able to get the meet off, and every team that's traveling is traveling safely, and then in turn get here and we provide a safe environment.
Coach, we have a lot of young new faces on the team this year. Who might you be looking forward to seeing perform this weekend? And obviously we're looking forward to see everybody perform as well.
Basically, our practices have gone quite well for those who've been able to have a consistent practice. I can't boast on any particular newcomer coming up and their improvement. I think next week would be a good time to make our big. I think our returners are going to do a good job, but the newcomers, indoor track is new to almost every freshman that comes to college. Running as a freshman against college kids, you now are a college kid, and the strength and power of a person 1 year older makes a difference. You're not running, you're the best kid on the track. So those are physical adaptations. The mental adaptations we haven't had a chance to do. So this first meet is going to be a lot of just none of us understand what COVID does to our training plan, our bodies. So our big thing is what happens between week 1 and week 2. This right here is our first quiz, and we're preparing for a test, which is the SEC championship, which comes up at the end of February, and the NCAA championship. So it's the top 24 kids. Our kids now get a chance to get a time in that might hold them to the SEC championship. With COVID, we don't know who is going to be a top 24. So every opportunity, you get 4 opportunities to run, and then the whole conference is going to get those 4 opportunities. If COVID hits somebody, this may be their only time that they have, because you got 14 days. You got quarantine for persons who were near someone that gets COVID, and then you got 5. So it's 19 days to return. Well, that means you will have missed the next 2 track meets, and then that puts you where you might have 1 track meet. Now, the lost in practice. So there's so many things that go with how important this meet is, and what we have to do is get our kids to understand. We take a 5 tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. They have to be in line. They only get an hour and 15 minutes to take their test. If they miss the test, they're out of the meet. So everything has a timeline and responsibility, and those are what we're looking for. Who can be on time? Who can be clear of COVID? Who can manage not wearing a mask while they're training in their groups at practice? And then now we throw them into a meet and see, can you manage those things? And then take that mask off for as long as 10 minutes, and which would be fun and to run. But immediately after your 10-minute 3K, you got to put your mask right back on. Who can do that and get a top 24 SEC time? Who can do 45-second run in the 400 meters, but not having taken your mask off for the whole hour and a half that you're doing your warm-up, your drills, your flexibility, and your training preparation. Keep your mindset. that you got a 45-second run. This is a challenge that nobody's been through. I'm excited about it. I got to get our kids excited about it because the real champion is an adaptable person. They're going to really make fantastic. Our message today, the person that manages this is going to make has an advantage over the general population to go be employed. They're going to be able to manage a family and manage a team and be an entrepreneur. These are the advantages being an athlete gives an athlete. The general student on campus won't have to go and keep your mind set on an instant event that has the pressure of competition. Football and basketball, all athletes gain from the experience of managing themselves while their health may be in jeopardy because nobody knows the full consequences of COVID during this whole period. This is a challenge, but athletes want to be in a challenge. And we're thrilled about them accepting this challenge with prayer that this COVID has not a devastating, life-lasting effect on them.
So it's been 323 days. I did the math between our last competition and then this weekend. How do you kind of manage and talk to your team about just the excitement that they're going to have?
8,760 minutes. That's how many minutes we missed from a chance from the time we ran. I'm quite aware and quite conscious of it because they tick slow in a track coach. Track coach understands the hours and minutes and seconds. And when an athlete is removed from those minutes when you are isolated, they are slower than minutes when you can practice. And then they're slower when you are expected to make the Olympic trial standard and they cancel the Olympic trials. They're slower when you don't get to make the Olympic team when your expectations are. They're slower when you had a chance to be an indoor All-American and they took the team from New Mexico and told them they had to get on a plane to come back. The devastation of the time lost on an athlete, and then not to have track athletes get to replace their indoor national championship when the NCAA gave all other sports their sport back, their championship back. So the mental side that didn't have to occur with expectations for kids that have an ability and they love. The reason they go to college, everyone prepared to go to college. There's not a single kid that's on any team that didn't pass a standardized test, it's called SAT, or have courses. Everybody was going to go to college, but they chose college to go exemplify an expression of their art, athletics. And so it's devastating and it's challenging, but then it's rewarding. So we're excited and thrilled, but 8,760 minutes that they breathe. They got to be fantastically and happy about still having the breath. The reward for having the chance to run. Those are the things that we have to make them aware of. It's not the fact that you lost 320 days. It's the fact that you still had a chance to breathe, to go and line up for this one. It is a reward to be able to be in a country free and be able to have your expression called athletics and to get an education. Those are so exciting for me to express to our team. Boy, we are great. And to have an indoor facility and to bring Florida State in this week, a team that hadn't been on our campus to compete since the Metro time, to have Coastal come up to run here in our indoor track and NC State to come, to have that kind of competition come on our campus, and their kids have been through the same struggles. And I'm thrilled to have a staff never had before a coaches meeting virtual. Everything is a new experience. Never had people have to sit in chairs 6 feet from each other at a shot put. It's going to be a different looking meet. Never had a meet where you didn't have fans. How do you compete with nobody? So basketball has shown us something. Football has shown us something. We've had a great football season. national championship was televised with only families in the stands. Track don't get to have parents in the stand. You have to be intrinsically motivated and love the sport to go out and perform 320 days, 8,000 minutes from last year.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck this weekend, and we can't wait to see him out there.
Thrilled to death, man. Fired up. Hey, the only time you see only time you see a bird on his back, he's on the table. The Gamecocks are gonna be standing up, baby. Ain't none of them gonna be on their back. Go Cox!